English Listening Lab.
Hey, Jack. Imagine this. You just walked into a grocery store. The smell of fresh bread, fruits, and coffee is everywhere. How do you usually start shopping?
I usually look around and try to find what I need, but I sometimes feel lost.
That's very common. Don't worry. The first step is simple. Greet the staff. Even a small hello or good morning makes a big difference. For example, hello, could you please help me find the apples? Or if you want to ask about a section, excuse me, where is the dairy section?
Oh, so I can just start with excuse me or hello?
Exactly. Polite words go a long way. And don't stress about grammar. Keep it simple. You can also combine greetings and questions naturally. Now let's talk about understanding store sections. Most stores have similar areas: produce, fruits and vegetables, dairy, milk, cheese, yogurt, bakery, bread, cakes, pastries, frozen, ice cream, frozen vegetables, ready meals.
That's helpful. So if I'm looking for carrots, I go to produce?
Yes, and here's a little trick. Many stores have signs. Just scan for the section names. And if you can't find something, ask the staff. For example, "Hi, could you please tell me where the bread is?"
That seems easy enough. But what if I don't know the English word?
Great question. If you don't know the word, you can describe it. For example, "I'm looking for the orange round fruit." The staff will understand you mean an orange. Or, "Do you have the white cheese that comes in slices?" That works perfectly.
That's really useful. I was worried I had to know every word.
Not at all. Simple descriptions work well. Now let's practice asking for specific items. Repeat after me. "Could I have some bananas, please?" "Where can I find milk?" "Do you sell fresh tomatoes?"
Could I have some bananas, please? Where can I find milk? Do you sell fresh tomatoes?
Perfect. See how natural that sounds? Short, polite, and clear. Now here's a quick vocabulary practice for common grocery words: vegetables, carrot, tomato, onion, potato, lettuce; fruits, apple, banana, orange, mango, grapes; drinks, water, juice, milk, tea, coffee; snacks, bread, cookies, chocolate, chips, nuts.
Okay. Carrot, tomato, onion, potato, lettuce. Apple, banana, orange, mango, grapes. Water, juice, milk, tea, coffee. Bread, cookies, chocolate, chips, nuts.
Excellent. Jack, imagine walking down the aisle now. You see the carrots and apples. How would you ask the staff if they're fresh?
Are these carrots fresh?
Yes, and you can also ask for a recommendation. Which apples are sweet? Or which carrots are the freshest?
Oh, I can just point and ask like that?
Absolutely. Gestures help when you're unsure of words, and the staff is used to helping.
That makes me feel more confident already.
Good. Here's a mini role play. I'll be the staff. You ask me for 2 items you want.
Okay. Excuse me, could you please tell me where the milk is?
Sure. Milk is in aisle 5, next to the cheese.
Thank you. And where can I find apples?
Apples are in the produce section, aisle 2.
Thanks a lot.
Perfect, Jack. That's confident and polite. Remember, greetings plus short, clear questions equals smooth shopping. Now let's add a confidence tip. Before entering the store, take a deep breath. Think, I know some words. I can describe items. I can ask politely. Confidence starts before you even speak.
That really helps calm my nerves.
Exactly. You've already learned how to greet staff politely, recognize store sections, ask for items using simple phrases or descriptions, basic grocery vocabulary.
Okay, I feel ready to go shopping now.
That's the goal. Remember, practice is key. While at home, you can practice saying, "Where is the bread? Do you have fresh carrots? Could I have a juice, please?" The more you repeat, the more natural it becomes.
I will do that.
Awesome. All right, Jack, that's a good stopping point for the first part. You've covered entering the store and finding items confidently. All right, Jack, now that you know how to find the items in the store, let's talk about picking the right products. This is where many learners hesitate.
Yes, I sometimes get confused. There are so many options.
Exactly. But don't worry. The key is to ask simple questions and compare items. Let's start with a very common example. Apples. Imagine you see red apples and green apples. You want to buy sweet ones. You can ask, "Excuse me, which apples are sweet?"
That's easy enough.
Yes. And if you want crisp ones, you can say, "Are these apples crunchy?" You don't need complicated sentences. Short, clear words work perfectly.
Oh, I see. Just like asking for taste or freshness.
Exactly. And you can use a few more phrases. Which one is fresher? Do you have organic options? Which is best for a salad?
That's very helpful. But what about things like milk or juice?
Great question. For packaged items, you can ask about brand, size, or type. For example, which brand of milk is full cream? Do you have orange juice without sugar? Is this pasta gluten-free? See how short and simple these questions are?
Yes, very manageable.
Now, here's a tip. Point and ask if you're not sure how to say the word. For example, pointing at a bottle. "Excuse me, is this fresh juice?"
Oh, pointing helps a lot.
Absolutely. Gestures plus simple words equals effective communication. Next, let's talk about comparing prices. Sometimes you see two similar items, but one is cheaper. You can ask, "Is this cheaper than that one?" Or, "Which one is a better value?"
Can I also ask, how much is this per kilogram?
Perfect. That's very natural English. Now, a small practice activity. I'll name 3 phrases. You tell me when you would use each one. Do you have any fresh bread? Which apples are sweet? How much is this cheese?
1, when I want to find bread. 2, when I want sweet apples. 3, when I want to check the price of cheese.
Excellent, Jack. That's exactly right. Next, let's move on to reading labels and packaging. This is an important skill. Most labels have simple words like ingredients, sugar, salt, milk, flour, expiry, use by, best before, size, 500 grams, 1 liter, 250 milliliters. You can ask, "Excuse me, what does this mean?" Or, "Is this safe for children?"
Oh, so I can ask even if I don't understand a word on the label.
Exactly. Don't hesitate. Staff are used to questions, and you're learning English at the same time. Now, let's practice expressing preferences. You might want a smaller quantity or a specific type. You can say, "I would like a small pack of cookies, please. Do you have low-fat milk? I prefer fresh tomatoes, not canned."
That seems easy to remember.
Yes, simple words, polite tone, and pointing when needed, all very effective. Next, imagine you are checking fruits or vegetables visually. You want ripe bananas, not green ones. You can ask, "Are these bananas ripe?" Or, "Which bananas are ready to eat today?"
So I can combine visual checking with a question.
Exactly, Jack. You're using observation plus English. That builds confidence. Another tip is comparing brands. Let's say you want chocolate. Which chocolate is sweeter? Is this brand better? Which one has less sugar?
Oh, I can ask small questions like this without full sentences?
Yes, short sentences work best. They are easy to understand and natural. Now, a mini role play. I'll be the store staff. You want to pick 2 items and compare them.
Excuse me, are these tomatoes fresh?
Yes, they were delivered this morning.
Great. And which apples are sweeter, the red ones or the green ones?
The red ones are sweeter.
Thank you. I'll take the red apples and the tomatoes.
Perfect. That was polite and confident. Let's do one more practice for drinks. Imagine you want juice.
Excuse me, do you have orange juice without sugar?
Yes, it's in aisle 3.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. Jack, notice how you combined greetings, pointing, asking questions, and preferences. That's exactly how you shop confidently in English. Finally, a confidence exercise. Next time you go shopping, try to say your phrases out loud before speaking. Visualize the aisle, the items, the staff. Repeat, "Excuse me, where is the milk? Which apples are sweet? I would like a small pack of cookies, please." Practice like this at home makes real-life shopping much easier.
I will. I feel much more confident about picking items now.
That's great. So now you've learned how to pick and compare products confidently, ask questions, describe items, and express preferences, all while keeping your English simple and polite. All right, Jack. Now that you've picked your items and compared products, it's time for the checkout. This is the final step, but it's important to stay confident. Yes, Emma, I always feel nervous at the counter. That's normal, but remember, you've already practiced asking questions, using polite phrases, and expressing preferences. Now it's just about paying and finishing the shopping smoothly. Let's start with greeting the cashier. You can simply say, "Hello," or "Good morning."
That seems easy enough.
Yes, short greetings make a friendly impression. Then you can place your items on the counter and say, "Here you go," or "These are my items."
I like that. Simple and polite.
Exactly. Now the cashier might ask, "Do you want a bag?" You can reply, "Yes, please," or "No, thank you."
Oh, I always forget that question.
Don't worry. You can also offer your own bag if you brought one. "I have my own bag, thank you." Next, let's talk about paying with cash or card. For cash, you can say, "Here's the money," or "I'll pay in cash." For card payment, you can say, "Can I pay by card?" or "I'll pay with credit or debit card."
And if they ask for a PIN?
Just enter it confidently. You can say, "Okay, thank you," after completing the payment. Now imagine the cashier hands you the receipt. You can say, "Thank you very much." That feels good to say. Yes, Jack. Small, polite words like "thank you" leave a positive impression. Next, let's discuss asking for help with your items. Sometimes the items are heavy or you want them packed a certain way. You can say, "Could you please help me pack these?" Or, "Can I get a small bag for these items?"
Oh, so I can still practice English here while being polite.
Exactly. Every interaction is a chance to practice. Now, sometimes you might want to give feedback or compliment the store. You can say, "Your store is very organized," or "I love the fresh vegetables here."
That's nice. It's simple to say and makes the conversation friendly.
Yes, and remember, a little smile goes a long way. People respond positively to friendly tone and confidence. Next, let's talk about packing items in your bag. If you brought your own bag or asked for one, you can describe where you want things. "Can you put the bread on top?" Or, "Please put the eggs carefully."
That's very useful. I always worry about breaking things.
Exactly. Simple instructions and polite tone help a lot. Now, let's practice a short role play for checkout. I'll be the cashier. "Hello. Did you find everything you need today?"
Yes, thank you.
"Would you like a bag?"
Yes, please. I have some fragile items, so please put them carefully.
"Of course. Will you pay by cash or card?"
I'll pay by card.
"Great. Please enter your PIN."
Done. Thank you very much.
Perfect, Jack. That was polite, confident, and clear. Next, let's cover final tips for practicing real-life grocery shopping English. Visualize before going. Imagine the store, the aisles, and the items. Practice phrases out loud. Speak slowly and clearly. Don't rush. Simple sentences are easier to understand. Combine gestures with words. Pointing at items is okay if you forget the word. Use polite words naturally. Please, thank you, excuse me. Make a habit of using them. Practice every small interaction. From asking prices to paying, each moment is practice.
I like that. Visualizing makes me feel ready.
Absolutely. Confidence starts in your mind. When you imagine yourself successfully shopping, real situations feel easier. Finally, here's a quick wrap-up exercise. Imagine you have a shopping list with apples, milk, bread, juice. Practice asking for these items, comparing prices, and paying politely. Repeat your phrases out loud. Excuse me, which apples are sweet? Do you have full cream milk? I would like a small loaf of bread, please. Can I pay by card?
I will practice that. I feel much more confident now.
Perfect, Jack. You've learned how to greet staff, ask questions and compare items, express preferences, pay politely, give feedback, and pack items, all with simple, confident English. Remember, the more you practice, the easier it gets. Start small, repeat phrases, and soon grocery shopping in English will feel natural.
Thank you, Emma. I feel ready to shop in English now.
That's the goal. Confident, clear, and polite English makes everyday shopping a learning adventure.